How do you deal with failure? I've got a couple of things to apologize for this week. First off, I didn't post anything last week, and I'm sorry. I've really been having a great time making these videos every week, and I was really looking forward to posting something last week, but it just didn't quite work out. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later in the video, but I just wanted to say that off the bat. I'm sorry for not posting anything last week. Second, I just want to say I'm sorry if the lighting's a little weird in this one. I left all my lights at a gig last week, and I probably won't have them for this week or next week, so all that's lighting me is a lamp shooting into the wall beside me, so it might look a little weird, but it might not too. So if you didn't notice, then I just outed myself. But let's talk about what this video is about. How do you deal with failure? The first part of dealing with failure is just accepting that it happened. I know for me personally, I don't ever want to accept that I failed. I want to watch every video, read every article, talk to people, try to find any and every way to try and fix the problem with whatever I'm doing. But sometimes you just mess up, and that's okay. You just have to accept that it happened. Failure is a part of everyday life. It's a part of everything you're going to do. You're always going to mess up sometimes at every single thing you do. It doesn't matter if you're a pro at it, if you've been doing it for years, you're going to mess up sometimes and you're going to fail. And the first step to dealing with that is to accept that it happened. The second part to dealing with failure is finding out exactly what you did wrong. Now, I know sometimes it might feel like you did everything wrong, so how can you focus on just one thing? But I think what's important in this step is finding out what kind of was the first domino that pushed over all the other dominoes and made you mess up. I mean, I know that I've made videos before and it just felt like everything was horrible. The color grading was bad. Everything I did was bad. But usually it starts with something. There's some basic step that I missed and messed up on that caused that color grading to be bad. So like I overexposed, so it doesn't really matter what I did. Everything else was going to be bad. So finding out what exactly you did wrong and what kind of caused everything to go downhill is a really important step because it helps you do this next step. So in the last step, we tried to figure out what exactly we did wrong, and then this one is just figure out how to do that thing right. Now, that's not as simple as it sounds because it really sometimes is an overwhelming task to try to figure out how to get better at something. But there really are a lot of different ways. You can look up a tutorial on YouTube, you can read an article about it, read a book about it if you want to. You can talk to someone that's really good at the thing you're trying to do and get them to critique you and tell you ways to get better. There's a lot of different ways, but what's important is just finding what works for you. Find out if maybe you need to find a podcast and listen to that, and that's how you're going to get better at what you're trying to do. Or maybe you need to read a book, or maybe you need to talk to someone or watch a video. There's a lot of different ways, and what's important is just finding the way that helps you get better. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter how someone else does it. It doesn't matter how your friends do it. Just find the way that works for you and then do that. So the last way to deal with failure is to go do it again. No matter what you did and no matter how bad you failed, you just have to go and do it again. You do all these steps, then go do it. Go try again. Go mess up again. Be willing to mess up. Be willing to fail. Be willing to learn. And things are going to get a lot easier over time. It's going to take some time though. I mean, I made a lot of videos and I made a lot of videos that suck. It's kind of cringy to look back sometimes on the stuff I made when I was in high school or even in early college. Sometimes I look back at stuff I have on my laptop and I'm like, man, I really, really want to delete this, but I'm not going to. And so sometimes it's like that, but at least that you know that you're getting better, you're improving. And so just go out there and do it again. So I just wanted to take a second and talk about what happened last week. So last week I directed a music video on Sunday, and so I knew I wouldn't be able to edit on Sunday, and I usually shoot the video during the middle of the week, edit it a little, and then Sunday is kind of when I put the finishing touches on it. I make the title cards and all that kind of stuff. And so I knew I wouldn't be able to do that this week because I was directing a music video. So I decided I was going to shoot the video a little bit earlier in the week and then edit it on like Thursday or something. So I shot the video, and then when I go to edit it, it really just wasn't that good. And I really was not happy with the way it was turning out. It was a little bit different. It wasn't a video sitting like this because I just didn't have time to write a script and stuff. So it was a little bit different. It was a little more kind of like narrative story type thing that was going to be like 2 minutes long. But when I just started editing it, I just realized that it really wasn't up to par, and it wasn't something that I was going to be proud of if I put out. So I decided to just push it back and to just kind of call it a loss and just say, not going to do this week, not going to deal with it. And so that's why I wanted to talk about failure this week. And that's why I want to tell you guys that last week was a failure for me. Last week I shot a video, I went to edit it, and I couldn't make it good. I shot it poorly. I was rushing through everything. I wasn't in the right space, and I just didn't think everything through. And so I just messed up a lot along the way. And so I failed. And so that's why I want to talk about this week. And that's why I just want to tell you guys that these are the steps I apply and I use in my own life and things I'm trying to get better at. Not only just videos, but anything I'm trying to do. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. And I also wanted to say that with this music video, I'm really excited because once it comes out, we're gonna do a couple videos about it, because I just think it's interesting. It'll be cool to take you guys kind of through the process of what it takes to make a video like that. So the first video, we're gonna talk to my brother Zach, who produced a music video, and it was for his band. So we're gonna talk about the process that happens before you get on set. So everything that he did and that I did, and all the work that's put into what happens before you get on set to shoot a video. And then I'm gonna make a video just with me, about my perspective and what it was like being on set and directing a video, because I had a lot of fun doing it. That's what I love doing. I love directing stuff. I love being on set. And so I can't wait to talk about that. I can't wait to talk with Zach, and I can't wait for you guys to see the video. I've seen some tidbits of it. I'm seeing a rough cut tonight. I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be really good, and you guys are really gonna like it. So thanks for watching this week. Thanks for not burning down my apartment when I didn't post a video last week, and I'll see you guys next week.